Hello everyone, welcome to another episode Fun with Vintage Hi-Fi. Today I would like to present for you lovely Sony amplifier, Sony integrated stereo amplifier TA-3650, so 3650 or 3650. Really nice amplifier, one of those, giants with weights a bit. Straightforward, not too much on it. Really nice, with good tune design, very nice sleek brush aluminum with the front, no mucking about. Everything you need is here. Basically, just a quick introduction. What's on it? Obviously power button, speakers, selector A, B, or off between them, or A to and B together. That's quite nice. Few knobs to change this, so is low filter or high filter on, off, tone control, treble and bass, balance as usual, normal. Then we have a mode. So first one is quite cool one, not too often on amplifiers. So basically what it is a mode control, which is like in the middle is stereo. Obviously you can switch to mono if you listen in the record, especially records if they in mono, quite good. But also it does have reverse, so switch the channel left to right, right to left. Quite nice, if you're into it. Very unusual, the reverse thing. And then we have a tape copy. So in the middle we have a source, tape 1 to 2 when you copy, and 2 to 1. That's quite cool. And then we have a monitor, a source in the middle, and then we have a tape 1, tape 2. Here we have a headphones and tape 2 additional jack. On the top we have a volume, big button, selector for the functions, two phono for your turntables, so you can have two turntables there, tuner, and RX for modern ones like CD players or MP3 players or whatever you put into it. And also with volume we have like a little minus 20 decibels muting switch. So basically you don't have to turn off your music and again adjust it. You just, let's say your phone rings, you just flick it down to it. On the bottom, what we have, I just want to show you guys. So let's lower it a little bit. And yeah, that's quite cool. Basically what we have here is the tone frequencies, as you see, on off 500 hertz or 250 hertz, then tones on off completely, tune over frequency for the treble, for the high ones, again 2.5 kilohertz to 5 kilohertz, and presence on off, and loudness. Quite cool, everything what you need to know. Let's just move it to the position. Yeah, there we go. So let's switch it on. Yeah, once you switch it on, it obviously is like a solid state, so it needs to be a few seconds to start the internal basically electric to click. So when you here for that, when you switch it on, it takes a few seconds to, there we go, to be ready. So means is ready now. Yeah, so that's basic on it. So let's play something. I prepare the record player for you, so let's play. It's quite powerful, to be honest, for what it is. There we go. It sounds quite cool. And obviously if you hit the distortion is because I play this on my record player, so That's why you hear the little bit of distortion, but there we go. I'm back with that. It's quite busy because I connected the turntable to it. Has the little cool ground button, so you don't have to kind of screw it in. You can just literally press it and there is a whole, like for the speakers sometimes you have. And obviously we have a phono 1, phono 2 has the caps on it, tuner, RX for your external, and then we have a tape recording with the 5 DIN ones as well, because it's obviously a vintage one, so it still has the DIN connector for 5-pin DIN connector, recording, tape in, tape recording out, tape 2, tape out there. And then which is really cool, like you guys, if you're watching my videos, you know I'm always fascinating with this, has the you can divide it, so basically it can be switched to the preamplifier or power amplifier with those little switches. That's quite cool. So if you have let's say another power amplifier or better model, and you just want to use it as a preamplifier, fantastic. That's the one for you to deal with. This is quite good. Or if you have a different brand and you want to use it, you know, Technics or Pioneer or you name it, like just a power amplifier, so you can use this one as a preamplifier to connect all of your stuff, or vice versa, use it as a power amplifier rather than a full integrated one. Also here, which is quite nice, obviously speakers A, speakers B with those, you know, push ins. I like that. We have the you can change the you know, basically connectivity for your voltage. So depends where in the world you are, you can just take a screws out and just move it for your connector. So it's 240, 220, 110 and 120. So it's basically covering most of the world. Like Europe it's 220, here's 240, and then 110 Japan, 120 basically 120 US if I'm correct. So yeah, that's how this one is. So let's move it back. So stay with me. Here we go. I'm back. So yeah, basically that's how it is. So just a quick one, because I think I forgot to mention, basically the presence button is good with the recording. So on off apparently is good for being pressed when you're recording some voice records, especially someone with the high pitch voices, so like females or singing quite high. That's what manufacturer is kind of sorry for that. Yeah, so basically I didn't see with any other manufacturer to have this present button. I'm sure with the recording, with a little bit of experimenting, I'm sure this could be cool, it could be useful, but apparently in normal operation depress it. So yeah, and also, you know, this muting will be quite cool with recording. So yeah, basically all of the high filters, low filters, we can deal with. This one, just to mention this as well on the end, with the tape 2 switch as a source monitor. Tape 2 basically is a jack. This is the big one. What is this for? You might think, why we need this front? You know, when everything is connected in area, as you see, it's very busy. But let's say you have like a recorder, you know, you do the podcast and you're recording on a tape recorder, like a portable one. You know, good old days, that's what was very useful. So what you do, you can just plug in for monitors, so playback. You want to hear it, how it sounds. So instead of just tuning around or connecting, have a like spare connector hanging about, no, you can just connect literally direct here. Quite nice feature. those days maybe not that much useful, but you know, I bet in the good old days it was very useful for what it was. So yeah, muting and tuner and AUX for your lovely MP3 player or any other extra connectors. You can connect it to the tuner as well, but you know, depends on what's the signal. It might be quite strong, so your volume control will be very limited. So connect it to always to AUX. But you know, we have at the front playback, so quite cool. You can connect your phone to it, possibly. That will be the experiment to do. Why not? And yeah, here we have this lovely glowing green turquoise color with on-off button, and yeah, basically that's how it is. Yeah, really strong, good vintage amplifier to consider. I can recommend this. Sounds very nice. It's not a high end, but you know what? For what we have at home, this can do. And as you can hear it, it's like button. And if you first time across my channel, hit the subscribe button. There will be somewhere here. And then you're going to be up to date with all of my little shenanigans, what I'm after. And I try to bring you those little monsters like this lovely integrated stereo amplifier by Sony, made in Japan, TA-3650. Thanks again, and see what I would come up with next time.